Welcome to the Friday edition webcast of thelantern.com. I'm Molly Gray, and each week we will be filling you in on the big stories and developments going on at Ohio State. Earlier this week, The Lantern reported that Ohio State has been rewarded more than $80 million in funds from the 2009 stimulus package proposed by President Obama. The university plans to use the funds to fuel some of the 512 proposals submitted by OSU researchers since the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act passed last February. OSU has received more stimulus money than any other university in Ohio and more than comparable schools such as Michigan State and Penn State. However, the University of Michigan wins out with $206 million of stimulus funding. We will now hear from Lantern reporter Dan McKeever with the latest news from our university president, Gordon Gee.
Ohio State President E. Gordon Gee has voiced support for proposed state construction reforms that he said would spur job growth and save millions of dollars. In his testimony to an Ohio Senate committee, Gee wrote that he feels an unparalleled sense of urgency on the issue of reforming publicly funded construction. Project 1, a $1 billion update to OSU's medical center, will be funded without state money, but OSU will still be required to follow state rules on construction management and contracting methods. These rules, which Gee called archaic, have not changed for more than 130 years. The proposed reforms were generated by a panel assembled by Governor Ted Strickland that includes contractors, trade unions, designers, and state entities, including OSU. And if you're looking for bang for your buck, Ohio State is among the top 100 public schools in the country, according to a list published by business and financial news organization Kiplinger. OSU placed 31st on a list of the 100 best values in public colleges for in-state undergrads this year, and 29th for out-of-state students, good for 4th place among the 10 public schools in the Big Ten Conference, and first in the state of Ohio. The list compares data for academic quality and cost.
Thanks, Dan. In the United States, it is a prominent trend that more women go to school than do men. As of 2007, women made up nearly 57% of the average university student body, but that statistic does not hold true at Ohio State. Of the 55,014 students enrolled at the Columbus campus, nearly 52% are male, according to the Office of the University Registrar's 15-day report. For more on this story, visit thelantern.com, keyword gender. We will now hear from Zach Meisel about the Buckeyes' big weekend on the road and a look to next year's football squad. Zach?
Thanks, Molly. On December 15th, the Lantern reported that guard Evan Turner would make an early return from the back injury that he sustained December 5th against Eastern Michigan. Turner made that return Wednesday night in a 79-54 victory over Indiana. He scored 8 points in 20 minutes and said after the game that he would have even liked to play all 40 minutes. The Ohio State football team, fresh off a Rose Bowl victory over Oregon, has seen some roster shakeups in recent days. Defensive end Thaddeus Gibson declared his intentions to enter the NFL draft, but linebacker Ross Homan, cornerback Chimdi Chekwa, and defensive end Cameron Hayward all said that they will return to Ohio State for their senior seasons. Receiver Lamar Thomas, who has strictly been a kick returner in his first 2 years at Ohio State, declared that he will look to transfer to another school. For all your around-the-clock Ohio State sports updates, follow Lantern Sports 24/7 on Twitter. Back to you, Molly.
That's all we have this week. Make sure and check out thelantern.com for up-to-date news all week long. I'm Molly Gray, and we'll leave you with a look of yesterday's snowy weather. I'll see you next Friday.